Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coffee and Conversation. I nearly forgot what we're talking about. But anyway, we're sort of going down a bit of a do path, if you know what I mean.
Sort of, really, but it's again, it comes back to the focus thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it does, really.
So,
But, well, I know there's part of a story that you would really love to share.
yeah, but it's going to be another time.
Yeah, but
But
can you mention a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
just
okay, so
across
when
that.
I was young and single, before I met you, a friend of mine, a really wonderful, beautiful, good friend and teacher of mine, taught me and other people, told us how she had met her soulmate.
Mm.
And basically, I've written a book about this, by the way, called Find Love, Keep Love. You can
Yes.
find it on Amazon. But basically, she said she wrote a list of all the qualities that she would love to find in a man, you know. And then she practiced living those qualities. And I thought, well, that sounds like a good idea. Now, I wasn't even looking for a man at the time. You know, I was interested in other things in life. But I actually did it anyway. I sat down and I wrote down, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 qualities. And I started practicing living those, and some I had to do more than once. I thought I'd take one a day. And I probably did it for maybe a month, each day practicing. And then I got busy and I forgot all about it. And then 2 or 3 years later, maybe 2 years later.
Yeah, because you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met, and in a whirlwind
End of the
romance,
story.
got married. No, but then we were going to Australia or something, and I found the list, and it was you.
It was me.
It was you, literally, and you were all that and more, honestly. But it was a really interesting, lovely exercise in practicing becoming the thing that you thought you wanted in your life.
Yeah.
You know, to become it.
Yeah.
So anyway, you go on now.
Well, that sort of leads me into a bit of a story about how we sort of got into another part of, practicing those putting
ideas.
something forward and putting ideas out there. Was a friend of ours had sort of arm twisted us.
Oh yeah, big time.
To go to this, what would you call it?
Seminar.
A seminar, seminar.
Personal growth seminar.
And personal growth seminar. But it was a little more than that, really, wasn't it?
Well, it was a Bob
wasn't
Proctor seminar.
And it was Bob Proctor. I don't know whether you've heard of him. Amazing Canadian guy who's been a boot. And he had this seminar, and we went along. We sort of did all the bits and pieces that were asked of us. We were sort of taken aback, really, by the approach and the system that he had.
It was very, very systematic.
Yeah, very
and
systematic.
Very clear and very interesting. And
Focused, yep.
And I've actually employed his ideas as a teacher a lot,
Yep,
because he talks about the conscious and the subconscious mind, and basically the power of the reticular cortex, which is the seeking out part of our brain.
Yeah.
Or our mind, and how if we can line up the conscious and the subconscious and kind of engage our reticular cortex, get it on board, it will seek out and find the things that we are looking for in life. So for instance, if you want to buy a Tesla car, you might search it up online and start doing your research, and then suddenly you might see Tesla cars everywhere where you hadn't seen them before. And
you've heard all that before.
That's the reticular cortex.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So we did this exercise. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. And you, we wrote down all this stuff.
Well, we did a meditation.
That's right. We had to lie on the floor. I remember
I was on the sofa.
Oh, were you? I was on the floor, lying there, breathing and doing all this thing. We were listening to this meditation, and then we had to get up and then write all this stuff down, didn't we?
Yeah, and it was what we wanted.
Yeah, it was what we wanted in our lives. So we wrote down that. I mean, you remember all the details better than I do.
Well, I don't know what you wrote down, but I wrote down that Philip and I got to perform in shows together, lead roles, touring the world, and performing for thousands of people.
Yep.
That was my goal in those days.
Yep.
Goals change, but that was my goal in those days. And I
Yep,
really
yep,
wanted that.
exactly.
So I wrote it, and I had a lovely time writing it and imagining it. And then honestly, we forgot about it, didn't we?
Yeah, for years.
Totally, for a couple of years. And you were doing South Pacific at the time, and then we went back to England, and we maybe it wasn't years. I can't remember.
No, of course you were at the Players Theatre at the time.
Yeah, but then you did as well, and we both did the Players Theatre. Anyway.
Excuse us.
Excuse us, we're getting old. Anyway.
Forgetting.
Anyway, while we were doing this pantomime, we were getting towards the end of the time, and one of our friends said, "So what are you doing next?" And we said, "Oh, we've got no idea."
Yeah.
No idea.
There was nothing. There
Yeah.
was nothing going
we
on
didn't think
next.
There was, yeah.
You know.
No shows coming up. And so she said, "Why don't you two audition for the Ships? You'd be perfect for the Ships."
Yeah, yeah.
And we go, "Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Okay, well, we go."
Don't know whether I'll get seasick or not.
Well, yeah, he was worried about it. That was another story. But
Yeah.
anyway, she said you should audition together. So we had duets from
Yep.
Showboat.
Yep.
So we got together and did some choreo and worked out something together, and we had our own songs.
And single stuff.
And so we went along and we auditioned and we got in.
We got the job.
We got the job.
Yep.
And it was hard work. We learned 12 shows in 3 weeks.
Yeah, something like nearly 50 songs we had to learn.
40.
Oh, I like to say 50.
I think it was 40 songs.
I love exaggerating.
And then there was the play where everyone was getting killed off except us, and we were
Yes.
the only two standing at
We
the
were
end.
the last
so
two.
We had to learn all
Yes.
the lines. But it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And we were
Great learning experience,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
And we were there were 5 principal performers, and we were 2 of them. And we actually ended up performing leads opposite each other a lot of the time, most of the time, and we were performing together. And it wasn't till, it was a baptism of fire. It was hard work.
Thrown in.
But it turned out to be a really great thing, and we enjoyed it. And it wasn't till, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago that I said to Philip, "Do you know what we did when we were on the ships?" He said,
Well,
He said, "We were touring the world, starring in shows together and performing for thousands of people."
Yeah. And believe me, thousands of people there were.
Yeah, but it was exactly what I'd written down.
Yeah.
It was not how I'd pictured it.
No.
No way! Absolutely.
But if you look at it realistically, it was the one way that we really could get to perform opposite each other, travel the world at the same time, and perform for thousands of people.
Yeah, exactly. It was the only way, I suppose, the universe or our reticular cortex or whatever.
Did you mention anything about getting fed for free?
Oh, yeah, wow. They fed us all the time.
You didn't write that down, did you?
No, I didn't. But
Just
I,
wondered.
it probably was in the back of my mind that I
Yeah.
didn't have to do housework or
Yes,
shop or
probably.
cook, because
Yeah,
so
exactly.
amazing.
Yeah.
But that was even better if you think about it.
Yeah.
And we weren't having to pack our bags and get on planes and fly.
No.
We weren't having to re-audition for shows all the time. We just got to do.
It was nearly 2 years that we did that for.
Amazing,
Pretty amazing,
amazing. So, I guess be careful what you ask for.
Yes.
But maybe there's more to this than meets the eye.
Yeah, maybe you should go and visit Bob
Bob
Proctor
Proctor.
or some of these
any of
wonderful
those.
people. There's
Amazing.
so many of them out there now. But they do all this wonderful stuff that really puts you in a good space.
And again,
Good
it's
headspace.
to do with the focus, but I thought you had to focus constantly all the time.
Yeah,
but we really
but no,
didn't.
we
In
didn't.
either case, we did the focus, we did the work, and then we kind of just got on with our lives. And then it wasn't till years later that we thought, wait a minute,
Yeah,
we did that.
Amazing.
So,
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. We did. And we'll see you next time on Coffee and Conversation. Bye for now. Bye.